Love Island.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what?
Now, more than ever, the popular dating show has taken the main stage as one of the most talked about reality television shows. The show, first airing on June 7th, 2015 on ITV, has spread to over 20 countries and has become a central topic on social media. Just this past summer, third spaces across America were seen hosting Love Island themed events, with sports bars switching off the game to display the popular television show. People showed up in droves, screaming and cheering to watch their favorite show in a big community of fans. As a big fan of the Love Island universe before its popularity in the United States, I was so excited to see people join in on the fandom. But as with most things, the bigger it gets, the more problems start to arise.
Stand a woman like Olandria before, and I've never stand a celebrity this hard in my life. So, this page is becoming an Olandria stan page.
Parasocial relationships, defined by the National Library of Medicine, are non-reciprocal socio-emotional connections with media figures such as celebrities or influencers. You may have heard of them, as in recent years, the concept of parasocial relationships has broken out of academia and become a term in popular American language. Cambridge Dictionary actually named Parasocial Word of the Year in 2025, suggesting that its popularity is prominent in the culture. The University of Cambridge explains in one article that the rise of parasocial relationships has redefined fandom, celebrity, and with AI, how ordinary people interact online. We've entered an age where many people form unhealthy and intense parasocial relationships with influencers. This leads to a sense that people know those they form parasocial bonds with, can trust them, and even go to extreme forms of loyalty. Yet it's completely one-sided. This concept is by no means new. Looking at the past, obsession with celebrity lives has been a focus of the media for decades. Tabloids and magazines like People and US Weekly were tasked with digging up dirt on celebrities. What's interesting though about this phenomenon is typically what's worthy of publishing in these magazines has nothing to do with the careers of the celebrities, but has to do with their opinions and personal lives. Let's take a look at this magazine together. The magazine, published on November 30th, 2019, showcases quotes by celebrities like Kerry Washington and Gwyneth Paltrow. What's fascinating to me, though, is what the content is actually about. Statements read, "No one ever asks me out. I am lonely every Saturday night. Guys are so mean to me," which was quoted from Jennifer Lawrence, and "Good fathers are just sexy. They just are," quoted from Kerry Washington. Seemingly irrelevant information made it to print because fans are obsessed with every aspect of a star's life. Paparazzi also plays such a large role. They represent that visual connection that fans had with their chosen idol, but also highlight the intrusive nature of the media. See this, for example. Photos of Halle Berry leaving a grocery store in Beverly Hills. Photographers will stalk celebrities just to snap inconsequential photos like this. You would think that the general public would have no interest in seeing this, but the sheer volume of these photos suggests otherwise. My personal theory is that maybe seeing celebrities at places like grocery stores and parks makes them feel more relatable. What we need to focus on, though, is why does this matter and what does it have to do with parasocial relationships in Love Island? Let's first start with the famous case of Princess Diana. Princess Diana was a beloved member of the British royal family who the public was infatuated with. She was known for her extensive humanitarian work, her role as a fashion icon, and her people's princess approachability that revolutionized the British royal family's image to the public. Her marriage to Prince Charles, its high-profile breakup, and their divorce in 1996 were intensely covered by the media, making her one of the most photographed people in the world. This photo will go down in history. Tragically, on August 1st, 1997, the princess was involved in a high-speed car crash as she was fleeing from paparazzi in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel in Paris, France. She, alongside her driver and companion, passed away as a result. Stories like this show us the dangers of celebrity obsession and the tragedies they can lead to. The public is constantly desiring more and more content, which is leading to extreme measures. This has translated over into the modern era for stars in shows like Love Island, and the dangers have begun to even transfer over into the viewers themselves.
No, 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 no. As if things cannot get any worse for Sierra, she has allegedly used the C word slur for a third time. I know we already know this information, but the dates are important. Sierra had previously used the C word slur in an Instagram caption in 2015.
Recently, the mantle of paparazzi has taken a big shift. For some reason, the task of getting the newest gossip and exposing it online has passed on to the viewer themselves. Fans spend hours on social media sites combing through the past of television stars just to dig up dirt on them. Contestants like Yulissa Escobar and Sierra Ortega were removed from the show this past season as viewers found records of them saying racial slurs in the past. Now, is the removal of a potentially racist person from a television show bad? I would argue no. But cases like these are rare occurrences where sleuthing actually leads to some type of justice. A lot of times, it's just more nonsense and cyberbullying.
If you're a black person and you support Hooda at the reunion, you a goddamn fool. Fool, fool.
The constant digging on social media for gossips and secrets is parallel to what the tabloids did in the past. But the issue lies in the interactive nature of social media. Fans cannot just find information, but they can spread it. Lives and half-truths about celebrity run rampant on the internet, and the truth just becomes another piece of information in a sea of lies. Fandoms feud on their chosen idol, culminating in cyberbullying and unsafe online environments. An article, The Dark Side of Fandom, investigates the strength of perceived parasocial relationships and aggression online. The researchers explain that fandom is inherently social, describing a collaborative identity and community-based dynamics around a shared fan interest. The social nature of fandom is how parasocial relationships can make people feel close to others and accepted by society. The groups we are a member of strengthen our personal identity. Therefore, fandom is a big part of people's lives. For many people, whether they realize it or not, becoming a stronger member of their fandom is important to them. This is what leads to people to engage in online aggressive behaviors known as outgroup hostility. The article, an extended foreword from fan doxa to toxic fan practices, supports this theory. They wrote, toxic fan behavior often begins when doxa, or established ideas about what a fandom is, are challenged by marginalized groups. The fight for power causes toxic behavior. Even within a singular fandom, there is a hierarchy of membership. Performative actions online, like defending contestants or conversely attacking contestants, can strengthen your perceived social standing in the group. This is what was seen on Love Island social media spaces many times.
Huda fans are way worse than Leah fans.
The Love Island Instagram even had to put out a PSA to address the bullying they were seeing, and this shows the severity of the issue. It read, huge thanks to everyone who has joined us for the Love Island USA Season 7. We can't wait to celebrate our incredible Islanders in tomorrow night's finale. Love Island exists because of the real people who share their search for love with the world. Our host and all Islanders deserve respect and kindness for opening their hearts to the experience and to viewers everywhere. As this season comes to a close, let's show them our love and support. Many longtime fans are outraged by what the fandom has turned into, and discussions online have made them want to distance themselves from the show entirely. As a longtime fan myself, I could speak on the issue, but let's look at a Reddit thread from about 9 months ago that summarizes it all and showcases the extreme measures that viewers went to. A post on the r/Love Island USA subreddit reads, "The fans have ruined this season. Why can't y'all just watch TV and vibe anymore? There was more drama outside of the house than inside of the house. I remember when this was just fun television." A fan then replies, I came across a TikTok today that revealed Ace's government name and broke down his ancestors/family tree. And I just want to know why. Like, what is anyone gaining by learning who his GGG grandfather is? Others reply saying, just think about the time and commitment to make that. For a couple of views, are we all this desperate to be seen? I think it's insane that people can't be normal. I'm as chronically online as the next 22-year-old, but there are things you just don't do. The constant bullying, hate, and death threats from fans over this show is disgusting. I pray next season isn't like this from production, to the Islanders, to the fans especially. And it ends with someone saying, my favorite escapism brain rot TV show has been robbed from me. I think the other fan statement speaks for themselves to say that this is a serious issue. Not only is it ruining the fun, interactive viewing experience that Love Island has to offer, but it also is fostering a culture of aggressive online behavior.
I think we need to remember the difference between being held accountable for things that are wrong, objectively wrong, and bullying, cyberbullying, the ever-living daylights out of somebody. Like, there is no reason that someone should be receiving death threats.
What can we do about this? I know it seems like a big question, and I know a lot of people are wondering, how can I save my favorite show? The answer sounds simple, but it's to be kind online. Take a step back from the screen and realize that celebrities deserve privacy too. Cyberbullying is not necessary. The studies we looked at have shown that in-group identification can lead to out-group hostility. That's just psychology. But we can make steps to change that. Recognizing the problem is the first step in changing the narrative.